Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 2 of the Botanical Bonsai Kit. As you can see, we've got a little bit of growth here on the redbud seeds that have come through. We did get some pines come through, but for one reason or another they died away. The junipers we have in a bag here ready to sow, and the sweetgum hasn't come up yet, and the larch, I don't know if you could just see there, it started to come up in the bag, so it's time to get the larch planted on. So we'll start with those first, just to try and make sure these seedlings survive okay. So if we try and get these out of the bag successfully. Here we go. So the seeds are coming out nicely. There's one of the seedlings. The soil's still nice and damp. We just have some small remnants in the bottom of the bag, which we'll try and get out in case there's any seeds hiding in. So I think what we'll do is we'll grab the larch pockets, we'll create a little bit of a hole, take the seedling, and we'll get that into the soil. Hopefully that can still continue to grow. And I do believe I did see another one sprouting. No. But what we'll do is we'll use the other larch holder, and we'll get a few seeds tucked into the top of that. And then we'll take the pines that did start to grow but failed, and we'll borrow the soil from those. We'll get rid of the remnants of the parts that have died away and gone mouldy, and we'll get some seeds into there. So that's one. Scrape away the excess of this one. There are some little fine roots that it looks like the pine tried to put down, but for one reason or another it failed. We just went in there one day and they'd flopped over and gone. And we'll just grab the seeds here for the larch and use the spacing, like I say, for the pine, and hopefully the larch can grow in place of the pine. The box has broken up a little bit, so it is beginning to fail, but we'll see how it carries on. We do need to plant on the junipers, or move the seeds from the stratification bag into there, but we will remove the redbuds so that we can plant these on. This stadium box that they say can be reused, it's got very wet, and it's beginning to break apart, so unfortunately it's not going to be able to be reused. But we'll persevere. So we'll just move that soil away so we don't cross-contaminate with any leftover seeds. And we'll empty the juniper soil and seeds from its bag. Pull out the little seed pods, and we'll put half into the top of that one. And we'll put half into the top of this one. So these will now go back into one of the grow tents, into a nice light warm spot. We'll keep the soil moist. Hopefully we'll get something from the sweetgum liquid umbar. We do have this little larch coming through, and hopefully we'll get something from the larches at the back, and who knows, the junipers should hopefully come through as well. So our next thing is to plant on the redbuds. I do have some pots that I'm going to plant them on into. So if I scoop some of this bonsai soil in, it's a mixture of all sorts of stuff that came with various different kits. There's plenty of stone and perlite and different substrates in all of this, with some organic soil matter. So there's plenty of stuff going on in there for it to carry on laying its roots down. So we'll take it out of the capsule so it's in its little bud, and I'll just continue to add the soil around it. Chucking it all over the place today. So that's one of them transposed. We'll scoop a bit of soil straight into this one. And for the time being, we'll continue just to use this soil and keep these together while we transfer them on. Just lay the chopstick in there. In fact, no, we will separate them. So that's another one transposed. And then we'll get as much soil into this one as we can. We do have a bit of the nice moist soil there that we'll utilise around the root. So we'll pop that in and then get that to go nicely around the existing root. And then filling around that. So they are standing up on their own, they are kind of happy. So I'll get cleaned up, we'll give these a good water and we'll get everything back into where it should be, get things labelled up. So here we are with the transported redbuds all labelled up, and we're just going to give them a nice good watering. Water it all thoroughly through, give it a chance to come through the bottom. We'll just move on to this one, give it a really good watering. It's starting to come out at the bottom of the first one now. Give it a really good watering. It's going through. Just another water through, just to make sure there's enough in there, and we'll allow that to soak all the way through, and we'll put it on the shelf in the tent with these others. Just make sure there's plenty in there for that, and just top up the others. And that's it. So these are going to go into the tent, and hopefully we'll see some nice growth on the redbuds, and we'll see if we get anything further from the rest of the stadium. So I'm Scott Winard, this is Let's Do Bonsai, and we'll see you again on the next one.